Okay, so next up, we've got Josh Barrow giving a lightning talk. Very excited to see what this is about. So take it away.
Thanks. This might be the shortest lightning talk ever. It's like
totally okay.
So this is about a feature that Lee Johnston added to Unit a while ago that I now don't know that if I could like live my life without this feature. So when he initially announced that he wanted to do this, I was like, oh, this is a bad idea. But now I think it's really cool. So if I have two unit arrays, like round one, and then I'm going to give it units of, I don't know, kiloparsec, and I'm going to call that name is, what should we call this? Galaxy size. And now if I have y, solar mass maybe, and then we'll call this galaxy mass. There's this really cool, like, I don't remember what these are called. Whatever these types of regions in Python are called. In here, any plotting you do will keep track of these names and use them as the axes labels automatically, and it'll keep all of the units consistent within the plot. This is probably something like a lot of people already know about, but like if you didn't, this might change your life. So now when I show this plot, it's automatically got the right units, it's got the right labels, and yeah. So if you didn't know about this feature, please use it. It's great. And it saved my life many times.
Cool. Great lightning talk. That was perfect. Nice and, you know.
I was muted. I love that.
Yeah, it was great. It was. So next, I think we're going to have to get these pirate ninjas into a unit. It's like the next thing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, adding different units to unit is, yeah, it's a bit of a tongue twister, and it's a little bit, it's a really great number of files that you have to edit to add a new base unit type and things. But yeah,
okay,
that's a good Easter egg.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel like it's pretty important. So
yeah, I feel like we can, I mean, since there's so many cool units, as we saw in the poll, I mean, it's so hard to choose. We should probably add all of them. Like, I'm guessing.
I think that we should make this a group goal, actually. So by April 1, we want to be able to submit to the archive a whole new batch of units in unit. I feel like this is a doable goal.
I'm sold. I feel like, you know, be still my heart. I'm I'm ready. My body is ready. My mind is ready for more units.
Good. I know. And then I can finally be on an April 1 paper, which would be really good for me, which I've never been on. My son has been on one, actually. What? My 8-year-old. Yes. I know. Wow. There's a good Easter egg for you. Wow. But not me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's do another Slide.io, shall we? Slide.io.
Whoa.
Yeah. Woo.
All right.
Ooh, this is, yes.
Excellent. I know.
So we have so many options. Like, where would we want to do the users meeting? Wow, Illinois. Okay.
Stop. Edit that answer, Illinois answerer. Come on.
Very happy how well cheese is doing.
That Paris is a place with cheese.
Oh, that's true.
I mean, true, but the fact that cheese is the priority, I think, says, you know, I mean, Paris also would be great, obviously, but, you know, Illinois also has cheese. It's just going to be American cheese, you know.
Hey, we got cheese here in Boston, okay?
Yeah, I know. I changed my vote to Castle, although I didn't want to like really slam it, so I didn't want to put it in writing. But also, like, I want a castle other than like the Ringbird meeting, which is cool, but it's like a weird castle, and it's like as close to not a castle as a castle can get.
Well,
Illinois may have cheese, but we have good cheese in Wisconsin.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Burn.
Well, we did not include Wisconsin in the answers, so, you know, whoa.
Yeah.
But
you
also,
should have.
I would like to say, in response to Stephanie and everybody here who's in France, you should look up the monstrosity that is the castle in Versailles, Kentucky. That's how it's pronounced. And it's like a very big ice drift. It's very painful. So yeah, check it out. And yeah, we're never gonna have a users meeting there. So
We have a Mars cheese castle in Wisconsin.
ooh.
It's a castle of cheese.
Yeah.
Can't beat that with a stick.
I mean, that sounds like the perfect inception between anywhere with cheese plus in a castle. So,
Yeah. And it's on
Right.
Mars. It's called the Mars Cheese Castle. So anyway,
Ooh.
yeah, all this cheese talk, you know, hey, we got Wisconsin here. Come on, come to Wisconsin. We'll do it in Wisconsin. Or Illinois, I
That
guess.
sounds amazing.
yeah.
Close.
Well, it seems like cheese is the dominant winner. So
Yeah.
very happy
Yeah.
about this.
That feels
Um,
Me too.
Okay, so next up is Stephanie.
good. Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't say. And then Matt, you're on deck. And you know, anybody else who feels like signing up? Ooh, we have another one. Okay, good. Okay, so
Oh, okay, excellent.
Stephanie,
Well, mine's
then
super
Matt, and
short
then
if I can figure
Corentin.
out where I put it. Let me see here. Window, what did I decide to go with? Ah, this one. Yeah. Okay.
Are you gonna tell us
I'm-
about how much you don't like phase plots? Because that's
Oh,
what I heard.
phase. I mean, that's my thing. Uh-oh. Can I don't want to like show you everything. Oh boy, this is the problem. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna get there, people.
Wait, do
Sorry.
you want somebody else to go first? We could have.
No, I can do this. I'm just
Are you just trying to
slightly-
hide how many tabs you
Yes,
have? open?
I'm just trying to hide everything so that you can't see my thing. Don't close your eyes, everybody. Okay, there we go. So, right, it's blank. You don't know what's gonna happen.
no.
Okay, so this is again a paper that's currently being worked on, led by Miao Li, where we're trying to look at where cold gas is in supernova outflows. So kind of if cold gas develops in the circumgalactic medium, the CGM around galaxies, when supernova outflows blow gas from the central galaxy. And so first, we made a projection plot. And you know, and this is a projection plot where we did a cut region where we just selected the cold gas, and Meow's not on the call, so you know it's a number, something like 10 to the 4 probably. She would actually know the number since she did the work. But it's a little hard to tell. Like you can kind of see that these cold gases and filaments, but you don't know exactly where these filaments are. You know, are they kind of in a are they volume filling or not? And so then we're like, okay, well, we want to know kind of where they are in a volume. So let's do a volume rendering. Those are so beautiful. So then we did a volume rendering. And it was so beautiful. It is so beautiful, but it didn't actually help us very much. Again, this is the cold gas, and we're kind of seeing the same problem. We don't know exactly where these filaments of cold gas are. And so then we were like, well, what's the best plot? A phase plot is the best plot. So let's see what that tells us. And so, oh my goodness, what have I done? There we go. Okay. And if we do that and we look at the height, so we're kind of looking at the height of the plume and the radius of the plume, you can actually see that there exists this gap, and we can do this at any time, and this gap persists. So there's this gap in the central, and so you are in fact forming this cold gas kind of at the edges or at the top of a plume. And so this ends my thesis with phase plot is the best plot and can even beat projection plot in certain cases. I will refer you back to my first lightning talk where phase plot did not actually work for me. But here, phase plot is clearly the best plot. So
Incredible animation. I like the spin.
I tried every single one last night, honestly, before I settled on spin. So
The
I'm glad you
spin definitely
appreciated it.
feels like you're trying to hypnotize me into believing it. So I'm sold. I think it works. Yeah. Okay, let's go into the next lightning talk, and then we'll maybe do another slide IO question after. So Matt, you're next, and then Corentin, you're on deck. Matt, I think you're muted.
There we go. Okay,
Woo!
so we were talking earlier about various different ways. So I had a couple different things that I was thinking about showing, and then one came up today. So we've been talking about the idea of expressing our visualizations in different ways. One thing that I have recently learned about is how much fun it is to build Legos, and we had talked about this a little bit. So there's also a well-defined system for describing Legos. And in fact, it's exposed through a couple different CAD programs and so on, but there's a Python library called LDraw, or Python LDraw, that utilizes a standard inventory of bricks that you can use in order to generate things. So what I did was I set up a little script that, and I went with 128 here as our base resolution, that takes a fixed resolution buffer, and then it adds layers. So I set up 10 different layers just using some standard bricks. So blue, violet, blue, I don't even know. I think this might just be a rainbow ordering, but I got it from one of the LDraw Python examples. And then I loaded up everyone's favorite isolated galaxy, and I cropped out a slice that was 0.375 to 0.625, so just the meaty part of the galaxy. I got some bounds for it, and then it turns out that you can get bricks that are 8x8, bricks that are 2x2, and bricks that are 1x1, but there aren't that many that are bricks that are 4x4. And so I decided that I would set up, since it's monotonically increasing toward the center, there's no, density points like that. I set it up so that we would step upwards in Legos, and we would, each time we dropped off a layer, we would drop off anything that was excised by that layer. And so I exported this using this library, and it comes out with this cool little data file. And this data file, you can see, just looks like nonsense, but over here, each one of these at the very end is a brick definition. And then somewhere else, it's got a color definition. And so you can load this into something that's called LDraw, or LeoCAD. And so what LeoCAD can do is it renders the whole thing. And so this is isolated galaxy in brick form. And then I wasn't able to quite, and you'll see this is, and in principle, I think these bricks actually aren't totally locking together. I think I need to adjust their heights to do that. You can export this also to HTML and have it be visible there. But the thing that I thought was the coolest was you can export this to Bricklink files. And then from there, you can go to bricklink.com and you can upload your inventory and then actually order that inventory so that you can get all the bricks that you need to build it. Now, in order to do this, I just started on this today, but I think that we actually, in order to build it, you need to have the instructions set up. You need to set up different components. So I'm going to have it show you how to build it layer by layer, and sub pieces and all that, and then combine those sub pieces together. And I will. I'm gonna see if I can wrap this all together into a little hack. But I thought it was pretty cool, and based on how expensive Legos are, I suspect it'll be a lot of money. But we can maybe get a sponsorship deal or something like that, where they all send us free Lego kits, I guess. Yeah. So that was my lightning talk based on a little hack to turn Isolated Galaxy into a Lego piece. Now this can be done with anything. So, all right, that's my lightning talk.
Thank you, Matt. That's so cool. I feel like, can we also send these files to Lego Ideas? Could we ask for them to make a real Lego set of cool data? Because we
could even probably have an API for it too. So that basically whenever you generate a new set of images in a simulation, it uploads it to Lego Ideas, and then people have to vote on it.
Yes.
That's amazing.
I'm sold. We
Yeah,
can
and we
spam
could-
Lego ideas. We'll get banned.
That's so good. No, we should have like a competition, and maybe like the winner could actually get their set for free and everybody else has to pay for it when they see how good it's going to look. And so like,
Yeah.
everybody wins.
Yeah, I think we need to get for sure Lee's data in because I want a Lego tornado. Like there's nothing I need more than, or a fire nado, a Lego fire nado.
Sounds amazing.
Yes, sold. So cool. Awesome. Okay, so let's do another Slide.io question. Yeah? Ooh. Mm.
I know, I'm so excited about this one. Are people going to be nice to you or mean to you?
You know what? By the way, everybody, I did not write this question. Stephanie wrote this question. And I guess I deserve to be trolled a little after my declaration of love. But, you know.
Yeah. In fact, though, I do also love cats. So,
Okay.
you know, but I did
Good.
have to put in the dog answer.
Well, I'm very happy that we have lots of positive answers.
Oh, that's so sadly. I know. My we cannot have cats in our house either.
I also
Sadly.
agree with Jill. Dogs are also positive answers. I just meant positive towards cats because I know some people have strong opinions about disliking them. But I totally agree. Dogs are also positive and deserve some love. So
Yeah, that's true. No,
Yeah.
there's definitely negative answer towards cats. I had an aunt who was like, I don't dislike cats. I just like dogs better. But then at one point she like saw a cat and was like, I wish I could just kick that cat. I was like,
No,
I
what?
feel like this is like a violently negative reaction to cats.
that is not okay.
It was not okay. It was not
Yeah.
okay. She did not do it. She would never
Good.
have acted on that. Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay, good.
So we do
'cause-
not support violence towards anything,
No.
including
Good.
cats.
Yes.
Yes.
But wow. Well, I'm
right.
glad your
So-
aunt is not participating in this poll.
Yeah, I don't know what she'd do.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
She would not have done the top two answers. That's
No.
for sure. Yes.
Okay. Do we want to do one more fun question and then
I think
we'll
we're
do
done with fun
quarantines?
questions.
Oh, okay.
I think we just have our final questions.
Okay, then let's go to quarantines quick talk and then we'll do the final questions.
Great.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. What I wanted to show is really quick. Actually, it's something that has been included in YT recently. So imagine that you have a data set, and it's not going to be 5 minutes, and then you load some region. What's really cool is that now if you type gas and then hit tab, you actually get completion that only feels like the name of the fields that you can actually do. For example, I can't type particle. If I type particle position, oh, okay, well it works. But I mean, it's really cool if you type gas temp and then you hit tab, it auto completes. And that's more or less all I wanted to show. Yeah. So whenever you're developing, it's really like handy.
I love it. I also love the penguin background. That
Yeah.
was amazing. You know, outside of the lightning talk, I feel like it was another solid background from you, Corentin, like really good. Okay, I also think Ricarda has one. So Ricarda, we would love to have your lightning talk. And I feel like you're a great ending to the lightning talk sessions. So
Unless more people are putting their names in at the end and we keep missing them. Britton, are you putting your name in or are you just stretching?
No, I want to put my name in.
oh, okay.
Okay, good.
Well, okay,
Ricarda,
then
then
Britton. Yeah, whoa, this is great.
I know. People are really picking it up at the end. I love it.
I don't want to steal the lasties thunder though.
That's okay. Madikin and I will be funny at the end, so don't
Yeah.
worry.
Yeah. Well, we'll try. We'll see.
We're always funny.
Okay, Ricarda, I think, are you muted?
No,
no.
I think I
We're
managed
good.
to unmute myself. Can you see my screen or not?
Yep, we can see a notebook.
should be a YT page, but cool.
Oh, yes, it is. Sorry.
Right, so I just wanted to show something really quick since I've had a lot of good feedback for this plot. And I, first of all, wanted to thank whoever did the X-ray emission field. So this is not quite what John was talking about earlier, but this is just where you can do straight up X-ray emission. You know, this is very handy sort of instructions here. So I had some fun with that. I took one of my cluster simulations and I realized that the observers often do these multicolor images where you have different X-ray channels superposed into an RGB image. And it looks really cool. And I thought maybe I could do that with the simulation. So what I basically did is I wrote this bunch of code where I add 3 different emissivity fields. You can see I've got 3 different energy bands from a low, a medium, and a high energy band. And then I created an actual RGB image. So for that, I had to use the projection, did YT? No, again, I'll try that again. I made projections using YT, and then I extracted it, and I put it into this RGB structure where basically you have the, you have the normal sort of image, and then you've got 3 color channels. And one is red, one's blue, one's green. And you can see you've got the 3 images here. So we got, the labels are a bit wrong, but basically one's the low energy X-rays, one's the medium, one's the high channel. And if you superimpose and you play around a little bit with the balancing, you get these really cool looking images that allow you to highlight different areas. So you can see the sort of hot gases mostly in blue here. So we got that highlighted, and we got some of the colder structures where we got the lower power X-rays in the center. But it plays amazingly together, and it's really just made by using these X-ray emission fields in the 3 color channels and then superimposing them into one RGB image. And using that for the whole cluster. So I just wanted to say, whoever wrote that, that's amazing. And you can make really cool images with this fairly simply, thanks to YT. So
Woo.
I love this.
This was such a cool lightning talk. Thank you, Ricarda. Woo.
Yeah, I really like that. Do you have that shared somewhere? We should add it to like that cookbook.
Oh yeah, I can
whatever.
write a couple of bits of text for that, and put that at the end, because it's easy to continue from what is actually already there, which is mostly what I copied, and then I just put it into the 3 color image.
Yeah, that would be a great addition to that notebook. That would be super cool.
Yeah, I love it.
Yeah. The person that originally wrote the X-ray emission fields was Britain.
Oh, so it's perfect that Britain's doing the next lightning talk.
Yeah, I love
it. Okay, Britain, I guess this is a perfect setup for you. So
yeah,
well, thanks, John. That's very kind. I'd also like to say that John put a lot of work into that too. So I'd like to share that credit with him. I just want to say that I heard mention of Grackle during one of the talks, the Swift SimIO talk. And if you're in astrophysics simulations, Grackle is a library to do the radiative cooling and chemistry of the gas. And something I did recently is, if you have used Grackle in your simulation, or maybe even if you haven't, but you want after the fact some of the fields, some of the calculations that Grackle can provide applied to a data set, you can now do that using the Python wrapper around Grackle. And so you can, there's a script in the Grackle docs at grackle.readthedocs.org that allows you to load your data set in YT and then create a little Grackle settings parameter settings structure, and then add them together, and then you can do these then you have these new fields available for the cooling time and the gamma and the mean molecular weight, the pressure, the temperature, and the dust temperature. And so you can query these fields for your data set, and you can get these things out if you forgot to save them, or if you couldn't save them in the first place. So that's that. I'm done.
That's so great. That's going to be so useful for my work, at least, for sure.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Yes, thank you, Britton. That was a great final lightning talk. Both you and Ricarda did a great sort of pairing, I think. So thank you to both of you. This was a great lightning talk session. I'm so happy with how many people signed up. Thank you to everybody who's done lightning talks throughout this meeting. I feel like it's really added some dynamic feel to the whole users meeting. You know, we get some like fun things. I certainly want to make, well, I have a front end that I've been working on for years now of nuclear simulations, and I would like to make a Lego model of a nuclear thing. I think that would be awesome. So
that would be awesome.
So hopefully in the future you will see this, and everybody should vote for my nuclear reactor on Lego ideas when it gets uploaded.
That's right. Also, Blender is amazing.
Also, Blender is amazing.
That, but
will it blend? Will it blend? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so do we want to do, we have some like more like kind of ending the meeting slide.io questions that we want to do. These aren't quite as silly as the previous ones, but we want to kind of get an idea of the meeting and how all of you feel about it. Yeah?
Yeah, let's do it. All right, good. Well, it seems like we have a good range of things that people got out of the meeting. So that's good. I'm glad it wasn't just pretty pictures. We got some learning about cool other functionality. So that's fantastic.
Yes, I'm so happy to see this. This is great.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Let's go to the next one, please. Right, so the background on this is you can choose as many as apply, so don't worry about the cheese.
Or yes.
Yeah, this is our kind of our first attempt at something that isn't, you know, a learn how to use YT workshop and isn't a pure like let's dig into the code workshop. And so we're wondering where people would like to go from here.
And if you have any other suggestions about what you would like in a future YT meeting, please feel free to add it to the meeting channel. You know, like we kind of came up with a few options in this poll, but you know, we really want the meetings to kind of be what everybody wants, right? So.
Yeah. Good. Okay. Well, it seems like people liked this idea. I really enjoyed it. This is like right in my wheelhouse for YT usage. So I'm glad other people seem to it as well.
Yeah, I liked seeing how different, how everybody used it differently and different domain sort of experiences too. That was extremely cool. So
yes, definitely. Okay, and then let's do I think we have one more. So can we go to the last one? Okay, good. Yes.
Yeah.
This one was hard for me. I had to think. Yay! Well, either people are know the answer that I want, or really do want to become a more active member of the YT community. Yay! This is great.
This is so good.
This was the goal.
Yes. Join
also,
us.
new plots are amazing.
Yes.
Good. Okay, great. Oh, people are still thinking about responding. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. Well, thanks everybody for coming to the to Rhythm, and I had a great time. I hope everybody did too and learned a lot. We're gonna